Hey y'all, it's your girl Symone and welcome back to my channel. So if y'all can see by the title, today is another story time, y'all. So my bad, I've been having y'all waiting or whatever. But before I start this video, y'all already know what to do. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. Give your girl a thumbs up and comment down below. And also I did want to say a few things to y'all. So somebody made a fake page of me, y'all. That is not me. I only have one personal IG, and that's the IG that's listed down below. And that's Vivalayoshii with 2 I's at the end. If you see another page that's claiming to be me as a personal page and is posting pictures of me and any other stuff like that, that's not me. If I would never DM y'all asking y'all for money or a Cash App tag. I would never do none of that. So just know that's not me, y'all. Because somebody had said they gave them their info and they was mad at me about it. And I'm just like, how are you mad at me when you follow my real page and I ain't never advertised this new page and I ain't never hit you up from this page? So why would you think that was me? Anyway, so that part too. And then another one thing that I want to say too, my bad, y'all. Another thing. I wanted to say, y'all, what is wrong with people? So it is somebody that's on my page. It's a picture of me and somebody, and that is my friend. That's like family, y'all. And people have been going to his comments or whatever. I have whatever people been doing that for like a long time now. Somebody had took it as far as DMing him, asking him like, hey, are you crazy or are you Joe? Mind you, that's so weird to me. Like, bro, in these stories I tell y'all that this stuff happened so long ago, and it just now took me the strength to tell these stories. And I told y'all, like, a lot of these people put my life in danger, did so much crazy shit to me. So why would y'all want to go reach out to these people and ask them if these people, so y'all could start more drama in my life? Like, that's weird. That's why I was like, I would never show these people faces, because I feel like that's that's weird to me. Like, why are y'all DMing asking somebody, is that... Anyway, let's get into this story. So y'all, this story took place back like when I was 18 years old or whatever like that, right? So me and my god sister, we was just like hotel party crazy. So we was like, let's throw a hotel party, right? So she was younger than me. She probably was like 17 or 16, but all her friends was older. All her friends was like my age and older. Like, she knew a whole bunch of people, and I was 18 at the time, so of course I had to be the one to get the room. So we had it planned out, was gonna have this hotel party or whatever, right? So we planned to have it at the La Quinta right there by LAX, right there on Century. So when we went, we got the room, everything was fine. So we like, oh, okay, we gonna get the room, whatever. So she had told me like, hey, can her homegirl, it was like her homegirl and then somebody, her homegirl's homegirl, something like that. She's like, can they throw it with us too? So I'm like, whatever, you know, tell them to invite people. So the whole time they like, Symone, who are you inviting? Like, did you invite people? Did you invite people? I'm like, yeah, like I invited some females, but I'm like, on the guy's side, I didn't invite nobody yet, because you saying it's these people. I want to know, like, who are y'all inviting? Because mind y'all, all the guys I knew was gangbangers. So it's like, I don't know what gangbangers y'all know. Like, I'm not about to, you know, it's not about to be a crazy situation. So they like, no, we didn't invite like no hood niggas or anything like that. So you could go ahead and invite the people you gonna invite. So mind y'all, this is the same day. So I hit up this boy. We're gonna call him, y'all, this is kind of like an introduction to this boy that was like my boo for the longest. He was never my man, y'all. I was no, I'm just kidding. I was not delusional. I knew we wasn't in no relationship, nothing like that. But he was my boo. Anyway, we gonna call him 7. So anyway, so 7 was, I hit up 7 and I'm just like, hey, and I don't know why I'm calling him 7. It's just random. So I'm just like, hey 7, like, remember I was telling you that I may be having a hotel party tonight, like, you know, like you should come through or whatever. So he like, all right, when we done doing what we doing, I'm gonna come through with my boys. He like, how's the vibe? You know, ask me. I'm like, it's cool. Like, they ain't inviting nobody that's gangbangers and nothing like that, so it's gonna be fine. So he like, okay, whatever. So at this point, we was gonna go to the liquor store and see if we could find somebody to get us a bottle. So we're in the car or whatever. So, well, I went to pull up the car and we was waiting for her homegirl and the other girl to come downstairs. So I'm sitting in the alley part. Like, y'all not from LA, so y'all don't know. But if you're from LA, you know. So y'all know in the back of the hotel is the alley right there. And then it's the other hotel behind it. I don't know what that one is. I forgot. So I'm sitting in the alley part, right? And mind y'all, remember it was one story time. I forgot which one it was. Where I told y'all when I had crashed my car and I had backed into somebody. So I had a dent in my car. It was like a little small dent on the side, like, you know. So we sitting in the alley or whatever, y'all. Why this man come up to us, like, he come to the car and he was just like, can I have some money? Like, can I have some change? Like, And I'm just like, you know, like, go away. Like, not like that, but it was just because a lot of times if you've been to LA, like, you know, it's not that some of these people are not homeless because they, you know, they fell on hard times. Some of these people are fucking drug addicts, and I'm not about to support your habit. So he like, you know, just doing the most. He talking to us. So then he walk around the car and he like, oh, you don't want to give me no change because you got that dent in your car. You got to get that fixed. So I'm just like, no, this nigga didn't. You asking me for money, but then you telling me I need money to get my car fixed. But bro, you want my money. Like, so he was like, so I'm like kind of like getting that attitude, like, what the fuck? Even though I know y'all probably thinking, why are y'all talking to this man? He could have been crazy or whatever. So I'm like, you know, going back and forth with him, kind of little like, boy, like, bye. Like, you was just asking me for money. So he like, no, not like that. He like, I could get the dent out of your car if you give me $10. So I said, you could get the dent on my car? I'm like, how long is it gonna take? So he like, my boy got a shop around the corner and I got the key. I could open it up. Bro, you was just asking me for spare change. You mean to tell me you, come on now. So I'm like, no, that don't even sound right. So he like, well, I could go get the stuff. He was like, are you gonna be right here? Like, so I'm like, well, we gonna be in this area. He was like, I could go get the stuff and I could come back. He was like, and I could do it for you for $10. So I said, well, if you could get this dent out my car, I'll give you 20. And he was like, I can get the dent out of your car in 10 minutes. Okay, like, so he's like, I'll be right back. So I'm like, whatever. So I'm thinking like he ended up walking away, like leaving or whatever. So the girl ended up coming. We ended up going to the liquor store. Y'all, this night already was just crazy, right? So we go to the liquor store. When we went to the liquor store, y'all, it's a lot going on. Like, it's a lot going on. Like, it's this girl and her baby daddy arguing, just arguing. And mind you, this is how they end up arguing though. So when we went inside the store, the boy was already in the store, right? But the girl, I guess, she was in the car. So we not knowing he's in the store. Somebody, he don't got no shirt on that say, hey, my baby mama in the car, don't talk to me. So we in the store and he like making little jokes at us and stuff like that. So they like, we having a hotel party tonight. So I like look like, no, y'all not inviting this random nigga to our hotel party when I just invited my friends. Like, so anyway, so he was like, oh, okay, I might have to slide through. So we was like, hey, Key, how old are you? Like, you get us a bottle? And he like, oh, y'all want me to get y'all a bottle? So now he's like really talking to us and stuff like that. So he like, okay, I'm gonna get it, whatever. So we like how the store was, like where we was at, like it's a window. So he's doing too much talking. So his baby mama seen what was going on. And she hopped out the car and she come in there and she tripping. Oh, you got me in the car, da da da. Like she was going off. Y'all, now that I think about it, I don't even know if that was his baby mama. I'm just putting that name on that girl. Probably was just her nigga. So she going off. They arguing. Long story short, we didn't get our bottle. Long story short, we did not get our bottle. He like, what the fuck? Ain't nobody trying to talk to these little ass bitches. They asking me to get them a bottle. And it's just like, bro, you just said you was gonna come to our party. Like, what the fuck? So he like, then they ended up getting our bottle. We ended up just leaving or whatever, because like he was doing the most. So now we really can't even try to fake get our own bottle, act like we lost our ID, because the store man done heard the whole conversation now because you want to argue with this bitch. So they arguing. We end up leaving out, and it's like they following us out, but they arguing with each other. Like she wasn't even saying nothing to us, like she was getting at him. So I'm just like, whatever. So I forgot, I think one of the girls said she knew somebody who had some bottles or whatever. So we ended up meeting up with this boy, right? He was supposed to give us like a few bottles for a certain amount of money. This nigga price done went up and he didn't even have what we wanted. Like he changed what he had. Like, and we didn't even find out because he showed her, I guess he showed her the bottle supposedly because this was her person. So when we pulled up on this boy, he supposedly showed her, we gave her the money. He supposedly showed her. Then she came back to the car like, oh, he asked for this, that, whatever. So he gave her it in the bag. So mind y'all, when we on our way back to the room, this when she pulling out shit that we didn't even ask for. It wasn't like it was bad alcohol or whatever like that, but it just wasn't what we asked for. And it's like we paying more and this ain't even what we asked for, and ain't even the amount of bottles. I think we had like 2 or 3 bottles and we were supposed to get like 5 for a certain amount. So that was already just a annoying moment too. So let's get to it, because this hotel party ended up in fucking flames. Not literally, like the hotel didn't catch on fire, obviously it's still there or whatever, but woo. So anyway, we get to the room, right? So we get to the room, people starting to come in and stuff like that. So they like, so the room, how it was set up, we got the one where it was like the little living room area with the couch, and then it was the room area that was closed off and had the bed up in there, right? So we up in there, we all chilling in the living room area and we talking and stuff like that. So people starting to come, like some girls and then like some like guys or whatever, like I think it was one of the girls' cousins or something like that came. So they keep asking me like, Symone, where your niggas at? Where your niggas at? And I'm just like, they gonna come. They gonna come. Because y'all already know. When people say they gonna come. I'm just kidding. So I'm like, they gonna come. They gonna come. So they like, so the one girl, she asked and she was like, so like, who are they? Like, they gangbang, where they from? So I told them, she like, oh, they Crips. I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, yeah, these my dogs. Like, you know, these my day ones, A1s. You know, me not even knowing who this nigga is bringing. I'm just saying they my A1s, day ones. The only person that was my A1 day one was 7. I was finna change his name just now, but he'll keep that name. It doesn't even matter. So that was my only A1 day one. But anyway, so we just chilling, and then the girl, she just kept asking like, oh, okay, so are they cool? Are they cool? I'm like, yeah, they cool. She's like, are they gonna be like too turned up or something like that? Mind y'all, why does it matter? Because at this point, they didn't even put in on a hotel room. Only me and my god sister put in. So I'm just like, no, they not turned up. They know how to have a good time. I'm like, but if you turn them up, they gonna turn up. Like, they know how to turn. They could turn up in a good way and a bad way if whichever direction it goes. I'm like, but they not on that. You know, they just want to have a good time. It's gonna be fun. So she like, oh, okay, no, just ask. I'm like, why? Like, who you invited? Like, you invited somebody or something like that. She like, no. So I'm like, all right. So we just chilling, right? We all chilling in the front part. We just laughing. They smoking, drinking. Everybody's having a good time. So next thing you know, I'm like, oh my God, my niggas is here. I'm saying niggas like they always for me. So I'm like, oh my God, they here. Like, my friends are here. They here. So I'm like, they finna come. Y'all, and I tell y'all, I used to be so shy around this boy. Like, I used to be so nervous, so shy. Like, I know y'all probably like, what? I used to be so shy. Like, I didn't really give my full personality until like so long later. And this one we wasn't even talking, and he was just really like, why you never gave me this energy? And I was just like, I don't know. So y'all, I'm just like, oh my God, he's coming. So I'm just, let me drink some more. Cause I'm like, but I'm not trying to get too drunk, cause I know I could get really drunk and be throwing up, and I ain't trying to embarrass myself. Cause y'all, that happened with me and him before, and that's a different story, because like I said, I'll tell y'all stories about him because I was fucking stupid. But anyway, so I'm just like, yo, they here or whatever. So I go answer the door. Why, when my niggas come, they go in the room? They up in the room chilling. So I'm just thinking like, what the fuck? So in the living room part is really only me and my people. So me, like 7 and then his friends. Like, he brung like probably 4 or 5 people with him. So it was like 6 of them total. So we up in there, we chilling, laughing. They like, what's up with your homegirls? Like, what's up? Why they acting all bougie and shit? I'm like, I don't know. Because I really didn't know. And I'm just like, why they acting like that towards my people? Like, what the fuck? Like, what did they do? So, y'all, so he had this one homeboy. We're going to call him Cheese Fries. And the reason why we're calling him Cheese Fries is because it's like an insider with me and my sister. It's really an insider, and it's funny. It makes no sense to his name. Like, it has nothing to do with his name. So don't go in my Instagram. Me and him don't even follow each other, no way. But don't y'all trying to look at Cheese Fries or searching on my Twitter or nothing, because it has nothing to do with nothing. It was really just an insider of a moment. So anyway, we up in there. So this one friend, I used to call him like my bro whenever I see him, kind of. He was crazy. Like, he wasn't crazy, but he could get too, he could kind of go there and he could kind of be disrespectful, but he kind of don't realize he's being disrespectful. He think he's just being normal, you know, like he kind of, you know. So I kind of warned them about him, like, if he just so happens to call you a bitch, he probably doesn't mean it like that. Like, you know, but then again, he probably did. Who knows? He wasn't all the way there. So, well, I guess still, I don't know. I don't talk to these people. Well, I don't talk to him no more. I don't talk to these people no more. Anyway, so I'm just like, so we chilling up in there, and he like, yeah, what's up with them bitches? Like, and I'm just like, bro, don't do that tonight. Like, you know, they in the room. So I really was thinking that too, but anyway, we just laughing and talking and just drinking, they smoking and shit. So I really was wondering too though, like, why are they acting like that? So I went in the room and they like, oh, it's not like that, da 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 da. So I'm like, whatever. So we just out there, Time go by, y'all. Time go by. Next thing you know, the girls, they end up coming out and they was like dressed in like, I got cute. So I'm like, okay, that's why they was in the room. They was getting cute, you know, makes sense. But they still ain't talking to my people. Like, my people said something to them and they still just like acting all weird. I'm just thinking like, I didn't have these people come chill with me. Like, the fuck? I am one of the niggas, you know. I'm one of the big dogs back then. But, you know, but I'm just not, you know, so I'm like, whatever. So next thing you know, we hear a knock at the door. This is when all hell broke loose. Y'all. All hell broke loose. We hear a knock at the door. So the girl like, oh my God, they're my friends. The same girl who's asking me these questions, like they Crips, where they from, da-da-da. So she like, oh, they're my friends. So we just still like looking like, I'm like, okay, well, she gonna get the door for her friends. So I'm not gonna get it. So we still sitting there like whatever. She opened the door. So when she opened the door, they coming through the door or whatever. And the boy Cheese Fries, he's just like, he's like $5 to get in, $5 to get in. But he was just playing. Like he was just saying that, but just playing, because we just all laughing and talking. But he talked so like, it was, I guess they couldn't really understand what he said. So one of the boys that came in, he was just like, what, nigga? Like, why are you, he didn't sound like he said nothing crazy. Like, he really said something out loud and started laughing. Mind you, he never looked up. So how you know he's even talking to you? Like, her niggas came through with some negative energy, and I wasn't feeling that. So, I'm just kidding. But no, listen, y'all. So, he said that, and the boy was like, what, nigga? And he was like, what? The boy said that. And mind you, we laughing and joking. So, what's his name? What's the boy Cheese Fries, he's rolling up. So he looks up when the boy said that, like again, because the first he said it and they didn't say nothing, like nobody was paying him no mind. And he said it again. He like, what, nigga? Like, what you say? He looked up. When he looked up, it's like, I don't know if they all, like when he said, what, nigga, what you say, they all looked up and looked at the door. Because at first when I was coming in, it was kind of dark, because we had like lights was all like kind of lights, like only one light was on. Y'all, they all looked at the fucking door, and it was just like, after that it was like go time. Man, one of the other niggas was like, fuck blah blah blah, like fuck they hood. So at this point my eyes got big. I said, whoa, like hold up, y'all know each other? So he was like, man, fuck that. Now they dissing each other, like, man, fuck that. So they get up and they just rush to the door and they just start fighting. They fighting. They came, it was like a group of them, and they had a girl with them, and then, you know, my people. So they fighting, all in the door. It leads out to the hallway. They fighting. Next thing you know, this crazy nigga Cheese Fries pull out a fucking, and was like, yo, I was like, all I heard was, because I don't know why, because I was kind of drunk, so I'm looking like this, like, through the door, like, kind of in the hallway. I'm like, no, y'all stop, this room is in my name, y'all gotta stop, like, you know, and I'm like, you know, like, what the fuck? So when he pulled that out, everybody like, oh my God, and they dropping, they screaming, the girl that they was with screaming, they ran, y'all. This was the dumbest thing that they could have did. They ran to the elevator. Some boy, he ran down the stairway, and then her and another boy ran to the elevator. When I say they all ran to that elevator, and you just heard pop, 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 like not pop, 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 but like fighting. Like they started fighting them. I guess the girl got hit too, or whatever like that. Y'all, mind y'all. The only person who didn't run was Cheese Fries. He's still right there with people coming outside of their room. This nigga, y'all get the fuck back. Get the fuck back in y'all rooms. Y'all go the fuck. It ain't nothing to see here. And I'm just like, what just happened? We was just laughing. At this point, I'm so confused, because I'm just like, we was just in there having a good time, and then her negative niggas want to come through and start drama with my friends, like, you know. So I'm just standing there when he's just screaming at everybody. My friends, they screaming, they looking at me crazy, because I'm just still standing there like this while he's doing this, and everybody like on the floor, and the people going back in their rooms, and I'm just like, and next thing you know, him and his friends just started, after like they let the elevator go, you know, down eventually, after they fought them in the elevator and the other people ran, they just start busting up laughing. Like the guys, the people I invited and his friends, they just start dying laughing, like Cheese Fries too, like with the thing, oh shit. And I'm just like, what the fuck, will he stop swinging that thing everywhere? They just dying laughing, like that was just so funny, like they was pranking us or something. And I'm just like, what happened? He was like, bye Simone, I'll see you later. And he just like gave me a hug, and they left. Like they ran down the stairway, and I'm just like, so we go back in the room. My sister like, Simone, what the fuck was that about? I said, what the fuck was that about? What the fuck was that about? Like, y'all told me y'all was not inviting gangbangers. If I knew, I said I wasn't gonna invite people. I had no problem getting the room in my name. I had no problem with inviting females. Y'all said y'all was not inviting gangbangers, and then when y'all said to invite me, for me to invite gangbangers, why would you go ahead and turn around and invite more gangbangers? Like, what? Why would you do that, girl? Why would you do that? So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, who even invited them? Like, who was them? Like, who was that? Da da da. And they just like, man, like, Symone, why would you invite them niggas? Like, do you see what they started? What they started, what y'all not finna do is disrespect my friends. Like, they didn't start nothing. I'm just kidding. Y'all go in the comments like, your friends did start. But they the ones, my friends was the ones who fought first. And the ones who said, fuck they hood first. But that guy should never came in there with that negative energy. Like, what was his problem? I'm just kidding, y'all. But anyway. So we just like kind of going back and forth, like getting into it kind of, and I'm just like, yo, like what the fuck? Oh, and let me, so y'all, okay, so I'm just like, yo, like what the fuck? Like y'all not about to be mad at me when y'all knew who was already here. Mind y'all, if you knew you invited some people and when you see my people was here first, you could have told them like, hey, don't come, it's just not good, we not having it no more or something. Because if it was the other way around and your people came first, I would have told my people like, hey, don't come. Like, don't come, it ain't good, like, don't come. Like, I would have did that, but you still went, they was there for a cool minute for like an hour and you still brung these other people, like, you still bring these other niggas here. Man, so at this point, I'm like, y'all, I'm stressed out. I want to go get something to eat. So it's a Taco Bell right there and it's a Subway across the street. And I think that Subway was like 24 hours at that time. I don't know if it still is, but it's a Taco Bell. Sorry. It's a Taco Bell in that same parking lot, right? So somebody was like they wanted Subway, so we gonna go. The other people that was there, remember I told y'all like some guys that came, not those gangbanger, it was some guys that didn't gangbang, like they was cool. They was just like, peace out, we're out of here, like we're gone. They was not having it no more. Like they wanted to leave because they was just like, y'all, this party ghetto. So at this point everybody who was at the party left, so it's just us four. So I'm like, fuck, let's just go get something to eat. Y'all, for some reason, which was a good thing that we didn't do it, the Taco Bell is literally right there, the Subway is literally right there, but for some reason I wanted to drive there. So I get in my car, next thing you know, somebody, the girl, she's still kind of like mad, like she kind of quiet. The other girl, I didn't even know her, she's still kind of like quiet. Next thing you know, I'm on Instagram, somebody's just going crazy on one of my old pictures, going crazy like, you a setup ass bitch, da 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 da, you set us up, bitch, we gonna come back and air that shit out, you got us fucked up, commenting on my shit. Mind y'all, I go to the page said, in the bio, it said the hood that my friends had dissed. So it clearly was one of the niggas that was at the door that came in for the other girl. So I'm like, what the fuck? So at this point, I'm irritated. I'm like, who invited them? Who invited them? So the girl was like, those was my friends. So I said, did you just get him like my Instagram or something? Because mind y'all, I didn't know the girl, but that don't mean she don't have my IG. Like me and my sister my god sister was tagging each other and shit, like on a little flyer, but we didn't have no location on there. So I'm just like, did you give them my Instagram? Because why is this nigga in my comments talking about he gonna come back and air the room out and watch when he catch us and watch when he catch me, I'm a set up ass bitch. Like, how did I set you up, bro? I didn't invite you. I don't even fucking know you. So at this point, I'm irritated as hell. Like, I'm so mad, like, because I'm just like, what the fuck? So she's like, I'm telling him to calm down, texting him right now, I told him it's not my fault. Like, I feel like it's not my fault. Bitch, for one, you didn't put no money in on this room. For two, who fault is it? Because it's not my fault. I don't know these people, I didn't invite them. So I'm like, y'all, we need to lay low anyway. Like, we really need to lay the fuck low for a little bit. Y'all, our lay low was parking across the street at Subway and eating our Taco Bell. So we laid low for quite a little 10 minutes or something like that. I don't fucking know. So I'm like, I'm just gonna go back to the room. So she's like, oh, I'm telling him. So I'm coming back to him. I said, you need to speak to the girl who invited you. I said, because she knew who was there and she still allowed you to come there. Like, don't come on my page saying anything to me. I don't even know you. I didn't invite you to shit. And he just like, yeah, bitch. Yeah, da 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 da. Watch when I catch you. Watch when I see you. So I'm really just so fucking irritated because I'm just like, girl. Like, girl. And talking about, yeah, give me those niggas info. You clearly know who they are because you dissed they hood after they dissed yours. Like, bitch, what? So I was just kind of annoyed. And the girl, she just like, I didn't give them your information. I promise. But nobody else knew these niggas but her. So it's like, I was kind of annoyed. So anyway, when we end up pulling back in the room, we pulled back in the little alley part, right? Just so happened, guess who we see in the alley? So guess who we see in the alley, y'all? The man, the crackhead. Oh, let me not put that on that man. So the man who said he was gonna fix my car for the $10, and I said I'll give him 20. So he back with some tools. Talking about, I was looking for you. I want to get that out your car. So I'm just like, oh my god, like, you know, we having a rough night. We trying to lay low for a little bit, whatever. I know y'all thinking like, sis, how are you laying low in the alley, letting this man fix your car in the alley behind the room? I don't know. We had some drinks, so Yeah, not we didn't have no drinks with that man. We was drinking already. So yeah, so I'm just like, whatever. So he gonna fix it. But at this point, I'm like, I want to go back in the room. Let's go back in the room, y'all. I'm gonna insert a picture of how I looked that night too, because I just thought like this so cute. That's when I had my grill and I had these cute shorts on. My hair was down. I thought it looked cute, so I'm gonna go ahead and insert that picture. But anyway. So, y'all, this is how fucking dumb I was at 18. I was so fucking stupid. Why I left my car, mind you, you're not even supposed to park in the alley. I pulled by like the trash cans. Why I left my car in the alley, not running, not with the keys. I left my car in the alley and let that man fix my car. And I said, I'll be back downstairs in about 10-15 minutes. If you still be here, I'm gonna give you $20 if my car is fixed. So he's like, all right, I left my car in the alley. Y'all, so we up there, and mind y'all, that same night we was having our party, my god sister's cousin's homegirl was having a hotel party, and her hotel party just so happened to be in the room that was behind our room. So at that room, I can't think of what room that is. I think it's not the Marriott. Is it the Marriott? I don't fucking know. I can't think of what it is right now. But at that room, they don't play that. The La Quinta, they don't give a fuck, obviously, but I don't know if they do now. So don't go there trying to throw a party and having people do all of this in hallways. But so they didn't play that, so they was getting kicked out their room. So she ended up hitting her up like, hey, how y'all party going? Because we got kicked out of ours. So she was like, yeah, so I'm like, ask her if they just got kicked out. She like, yeah. So I said, tell her to bring the party to our room. Like, tell the nigga all come over there. Y'all, so when they was about to come, I go back downstairs. The man, he did fix my car. He was still there waiting for me. I gave him his $20. I went and parked, right? So now I'm like, oh, we got to get freshened up because now we finna have part 2. I know y'all probably thinking like, what happened with the guy who said he was coming back? I don't know. She said it. The other girl said she talked to him. It was cool, I guess. I don't fucking know. So, mind y'all, we drunk and dumb because we wasn't even worried about it no more. Y'all, so we in the room. We waiting for them to come. When I said they came deep, they hotel party was not, ours was not popping like theirs. Y'all, they came deep. We was so deep in that. And then the picture that I took right there that I showed y'all of me, that's when they party came. When I tell y'all it was so deep up in that room they came, when they came in our room, it was so deep. It was like a house party. Like, it was so deep up in there. Mind y'all, at this point I'm still just nervous and scared. I'm like, this room is in my name, my card is on file. Like, I'm just wondering why we ain't got kicked out yet. Like, you know, but again, they didn't give a fuck. So, y'all, they came in there deep. Like, we got the speaker going. It's lit. Like, lights off, smoky as hell. Everybody just dancing, fucking it up. We having a good ass time. I don't know what happened to me, but something just hit me out of the blue. Something hit me out of the blue, and I started thinking about that boy. I said, what if he really do come back and air this room out? I started just thinking about it, and my mood just changed. Like, I wasn't happy no more. I was just like, and then I was kind of sad because I really wanted to hang out with Seven. And, you know, I was just like, dang. But I was seeing Seven, like, every day back then, so it really didn't even fucking matter. We hung out, like, yeah, so it really didn't matter. But anyway, I just started thinking about that. Like, what if he come back? So, y'all, I don't know why. I didn't want to kill everybody's mood or whatever like that. So, y'all, I went in the bedroom part because we had the door open because it was so much people in there to where it's people just dancing in the room, dancing in the living room part, just everywhere. I went in the living room part and I sat on the floor, like, kind of facing the door. And I just sat there, like, I was sitting there because I was thinking, like, okay, if he comes back and he busts the door open, he's gonna get all those people first. I will see this because I'm right here. You know, it's too loud for me to hear anything, but I will see this, and then I could maybe hide under the bed. We're not that high up. Maybe I could jump out the window. Like, you know, I just was like, you know, I just want to be safe. So I'm gonna just sit here, you know. I was just saying that. And my god sister was like, what's wrong? And I just told her my little theory, and she was just like, girl, you stupid. Like, ain't nobody coming back here. And I'm just like, just want to be safe. So we up in there, and I'm just sitting there on the floor, right? So why this boy end up coming sitting next to me? This boy, he ain't getting no name, but the fucking nigga was weird. So the whole night we're just laughing, talking, just chopping it up. Like, he's just like, yeah, da 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 da. So he's like, oh, can I get your number or whatever? So I'm like, okay, sure. Like, he wasn't ugly or nothing like that. He was cute. So he like, I'm like, you get my number. Like, we was laughing, talking. He like, yeah, like, you real cool or whatever. So time go by. Nobody was gonna spend the night there but me and my god sister and probably like her friend. I don't know, but they didn't end up spending the night. Only me and my god sister spent the night. So everybody left. It probably was like 4 in the morning. 4 in the morning. Everybody left. So we going to sleep. And I'm like, oh, I'm asleep. My god sister like she was gonna sleep on the couch or whatever because she was on the phone with somebody. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna sleep in the bed. I passed out in the bed. Y'all, I'm sleep. I'm a light sleeper, y'all. I'm a light sleeper. I wake up when shit happens. Like, while I'm in there sleep. So next thing you know, I'm laying down. I feel somebody just touching all over me, just touching me. So I'm like kind of drunk. Then I realized it. So I woke up and I jumped like, what the fuck? And I turned around because mind y'all, I remember it was just me and my god sister in the room. Why the fuck that nigga that was sitting on the floor with me the night he was in the bed? Y'all, mind y'all, he was not there when we went to sleep. I got up, I screamed, I said, what the fuck are you doing? Like, why are you here? And he was like, I just came back. Like, I guess he literally just came back and had gotten into bed with me. So I went there, I'm talking about, I'm like, what, why would you let him in? She was like, sis, he told me, like, Symone called me and told me to come back. He was like, you told him to come? I said, I ain't never told him, y'all. I ended up having to block him because for you to do some weird shit like that was very fucking weird. It's not like he even called me or nothing. Like, the nigga really came back. Like, because before he left, I was already dozing off, like, out of it. So it's like, bro, you really didn't waste no time because people wasn't even gone that long. Like, it wasn't even that long before he had left, but I was really dozing off. So it's like, for you to come back and then you finna just lay in the bed. So I'm like, get the fuck up out of here. Like, get the fuck. He like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean nothing by it. Like, but I'm tired. I can't just stay tonight. I've been drinking too. Nigga, no. You fucking weirdo. Go sleep in the hallway. Like, you fucking creep. Like, I was so mad. I'm cussing him out. I'm like, get the fuck out. So he ended up leaving. He like, my bad. Like, well, maybe we could link later. I said, bitch, we will never link. Like, you weird. You're weird for that. I could see at least if you asked us, like, hey. And mind y'all, he was there alone. Who friend was he? I even had asked her. I'm like, who knew him? Like, who is this guy? Because you came by. Who are you? He probably wasn't even fucking with nobody. He probably seen a group of people and was like, hey, I'm gonna follow this group of people. Where y'all going? Like, who knew? I don't fucking know. But, y'all, oh my God. I was just like, man, after that, we currently waited like a good month to throw another hotel party because it was crazy. But after that situation, like, the boy who ended up commenting on my page saying I set him up, he like let that go or whatever. I don't know. He came and followed me because when he was commenting on my shit, he didn't follow me. Like, he came and followed me and then was just like, you know, whew, my bad, I'm tired, y'all. It's the 1 in the morning. So he ended up following me and he was just like not saying nothing about it. He used to like my pictures and stuff like that. Like, he didn't never like say nothing. So I guess he was okay with the situation. I don't fucking know. But it's crazy it's crazy because years later, well, not years later, not even years later, it was probably like a year or some months later, one day I was going to get something to eat and I was with my homegirl and I had Seven was like, oh, I'm finna pull up over there, like, we finna pull up. And it was a situation, y'all, it was a weird situation to where we end up, these same people cross paths again. And it was just so, I would tell the story later, but it was a crazy situation that happened. I was so fucking scared. Like, me and my homegirl was scared because it was a crazy situation that happened. But I'm just like, wow, how small this fucking world is. But yeah, that was the end of the story, y'all. After that, it was just really like, we not having no more hotel parties for a minute. But y'all, I wonder what happened with our hotel party days. Like, we really just stopped throwing them. But everything's different now, so I mean, it's different. But yeah, that's the story, y'all. That hotel party, it's crazy because I was just telling my sister, like, girl, I'm gonna tell the story. And she was like, what? Because I remember when it happened, I told her, like, girl, and I was telling her, she was just like, what the fuck? Yes. So I'm like, I'm gonna tell the story. Like, it was just, yeah, so I had to tell y'all. But when I was telling her, it's crazy because when I was telling her that I was gonna tell this story, we really just started going down memory lane of a whole bunch of crazy ass shit. Like, when I tell y'all, like, me and my sister, we got close when I turned 18 and she used to live in a base, so she'll come out here and I used to have her on bullshit. She just told me today, she gonna say, Symone, I'm not allowing you to put me through the shit you put me through before. Like, girl, it's not my fault I live a crazy life. Like, it was not my fault. So we was talking about a lot of shit and I was like, girl, you gave me a whole bunch of story times because I gotta tell these. Like, it was shit that I forgot about and I'm like, oh my God. So y'all, I got a lot coming y'all way. But yeah, that's it for this story. Again, if you haven't already done so, give a girl a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel because we on the way to 100K. And when we get to 100K, I'm throwing that party, y'all. So yeah, thank y'all for tuning in.